in the day. 4 hockey scouts in a car to see the Belleville Bulls play. And we headed down 401 to the Quinty Sports Center. Maybe we'll find ourselves first or second rounder. And there in the backseat silently sat greatest goaltender ever do. Up a strap and he sat there in silence, calm and dignity. The toast of Chicago, Glenn Hall, Mr. Goalie. And what was your greatest save? One of these scouts asked. How come it was you never wore a face mask? And did you always report training camp late? Did you always get sick before that pregame skate? And he sat there in silence, no answers to come forth. And he sat there in silence, pointed to the geese flying from the north. And he sat there in silence, staring at the geese. Ah, Glenn and the Geese, Glenn and the Geese, greatest goaltender ever slide through the crease. Well, how about Chico, the Moose and Stan, the Balfour brothers, and Whitey Stapleton, and how you won the cup 1961, how you stoned the Canadians in the Montreal Forum, and who was the greatest ever of them all? Was it Bobby Hull, Bobby Orr, or ancient Gordie Howe? Oh, was it the Rocket, the Flower, or Wayne? And could Mario have dominated that old 6-team game? And he sat there in silence, no answers to come forth. And he sat there in silence, pointed to the geese flying from the north. And he sat there in silence, staring at the geese. Ah, Glenn and the Geese, Glenn and the Geese, greatest goaltender ever slide through the crease. Well, dusk was setting in near round Coburg. Mr. Goalie had not yet uttered a word, and we finally got the message. The lesson it was learned, and the scouts did our heads skyward turn, and we looked for the geese, in search of Glenn's calm. And we looked at the window, but all the geese were gone. And he sat there in silence, no words to come forth. And he sat there in silence, no more geese flying from the north. And he sat there in silence. Ah, Glenn and the Geese, Glenn and the Geese, greatest goaltender ever slide through the crease. Glenn and the Geese.